Tuesday morning. Same walk, same time. Nothing looks different from the outside. He makes coffee. Unopened envelopes sit on the counter. He'll deal with them later, as always. This quiet morning is his favorite part. He doesn't know this silence is about to change everything. 6:47 a.m. A work email lights up the phone. Unusual for this hour. He pauses. The subject line stops him cold. Position eliminated. Effective immediately. No severance. The words don't change. He stands frozen for a full minute. The kitchen looks the same, but everything is completely different. He sets the phone down. The coffee's already cold. His brain starts doing unwanted math. He opens the banking app. $340. That is the entire savings. All of it. He slides down the wall to the floor. $340. No job, standing on nothing. From above, he looks very small. The apartment is small, and $340 is nothing. He gets up, opens a laptop, and starts applying. People find new jobs all the time, right? The listings blur together. Half require experience he lacks, half pay less. He applies to all of them. 11 applications sent by dinner time. He hasn't eaten since morning. Cooking requires energy he simply doesn't have. He falls asleep on the couch, laptop still open, the envelopes weighed on the table all night. Day 2. The envelopes haven't opened themselves. The red urgency marks look sharper in the morning light. He opens them all at once. Rent, electricity, credit cards, a map of everything going wrong simultaneously. He does the math on paper. $340. Rent is $800. The numbers don't work. The math never works. 340 doesn't stretch to 800. He does it again anyway. He calls the bank and the power company. They are polite, understanding, and completely unable to help. Day 3. He shops differently now. Comparing prices, putting things back, he can't justify the extra cost. Total, $23. He pays in cash, counting carefully. A month's food budget in one small basket. Night 3. He applies by day, researches eviction by night. Most advice assumes you have savings. He doesn't. Application 22. He completes a 3-hour skills test only to receive an automated rejection 4 minutes later. Day 5. It rains. He stays inside, applies to more jobs, and eats rice with a fried egg. Day 7. The fridge is nearly empty. 1 egg left. His options have mostly run out too. Rejection number 31 arrives. He closes the laptop. Staring at it won't make a new job appear. Day 8. He asks a friend for help. Not for money, just leads. He asks how bad it is. He offers to lend him $200. He says no for now, but they both know he will need it. Day 10. A notice on the building door. Rent is due in 2 days. Late fees apply soon. Day 12. A red-bordered envelope slides through the mail slot. He watches it lie on the floor. He calls his sister. "I lost my job 2 weeks ago and I'm about to miss rent." She asks how much. He tells her. She says, "Okay, I'll send it tonight." No judgment. Day 14. Rent is paid. $40 left over. He eats plain toast and calls it a win. Day 15. He walks outside. The city moves with purpose around him. He is the only one standing still. He walks past his old office building. He stops, looks up, and moves on before anyone sees him. He sits in the park. He always thought he'd build an emergency fund when things settled down. They never did. $340. That's what 3 years of working produced. The math never had room for saving. Day 18. No offers. The apartment feels physically smaller. He knows every single crack in the ceiling now. Day 19. The refrigerator is completely empty. He opens it again, hoping it might have magically restocked itself. Day 20. He goes to the food bank for the first time. He stands in line, avoiding eye contact. He receives a box of canned goods and pasta. He says, "Thank you." The word comes out smaller than intended. Day 23. A formal eviction notice appears on the building door. The landlord's process has officially started. He reads the notice of intent. It's not an eviction yet, but the timeline is shorter than he hoped. 30 days until court involvement. He has 30 days to find back rent, current rent, and accumulating late fees. Day 25. 63 applications, 2 screenings, 0 offers. He stops checking email every 20 minutes and starts checking hourly. He calls a number a friend gave him. It goes to voicemail. He rewrites his message 4 times. Day 26. He goes out at dusk. The apartment walls have become the exact dimensions of his crisis. He stands at the corner looking up. He calculates if eviction will happen in 30 days or 29. Day 28. He pawns a watch he hasn't worn in years. The offer is less than it's worth. He walks out with $90. He tells himself he can buy it back when he has work. Day 30. Awake since 4 a.m. He sits on the floor and applies to 2 more jobs before sunrise. Something changes around day 30. Not hopelessness, but a recalibration. He understands the motions differently now. 71 applications, 0 offers, borrowed money, pawned watch, food bank visits, 12 days until the eviction timeline expires. Day 32. A second official notice joins the first on the building door. He goes down to read it. From the window, the street looks exactly the same as day 1. The city doesn't know anything changed. Day 34. He waits in line at the unemployment office for over an hour. Everyone here is managing something. The waiting room is quiet. He watches the number ticker, wishing he could go back to complaining about coffee. The intake interview takes 20 minutes. The caseworker says his claim is in process. Determination in 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks means the eviction notice expires first. 2 systems that don't communicate. He does the math again. Day 38. The electricity gets cut at 9 p.m. The kitchen goes dark and the refrigerator hum stops. The refrigerator goes silent. That specific sound gets him. The constant background noise of 2 years is just gone. He charges his laptop from the lamp's circuits. He applies to 3 more jobs by dim laptop lights. Day 40. No offers, no savings, no severance. His sister is tapped out. He has $11 in the bank. Day 42. He meets the landlord's representative in the doorway. The eviction filing has been submitted to the court. He nods and says he understands. He goes upstairs and stares at the ceiling, mapping every crack he knows. Day 45. He starts packing. Clothes, documents, laptop. He leaves the framed things, telling himself he'll come back. He is going to stay with his sister. He finishes packing and looks at the apartment one last time. He stands in the doorway, closes the door, and walks downstairs. He doesn't read the notices on the door again. He walks away with his duffel bag. The city doesn't acknowledge what just happened. It just keeps moving. 45 days from one Tuesday email. No job, no savings, no apartment. An ordinary sequence of ordinary conditions. His sister's apartment. He sits on the couch. She makes tea and doesn't say anything, which is exactly right. He drinks the tea. The numbers are still too close to the surface. The yellow wall feels significantly different. The city doesn't register that someone just left an apartment. The buildings stay. The streetlights come on. The unemployment office is always full. Different people, same chairs. The gap between job loss and first check has no floor. 1 in 4 adults have less than a month of expenses saved. Rent, utilities, and groceries do not pause. The apartment will be relisted. The new tenant won't know about the 45 days that just happened here. The park bench is empty tonight. Emergency fund is no longer an abstract concept. It has a specific number now. He applies to 2 more jobs from his sister's couch. Stopping feels wrong, even if the address is different. Everything he took fits in one duffel bag. The court date will happen. The lock will change. Day 46. The street looks exactly the same. The machinery of a normal Tuesday is fully operational. Somewhere in this city right now, someone is opening an unexpected email, doing the same math, holding a manila folder. You wake up tomorrow with no job and no savings. What's underneath you when it does? Not much. Hidden tomorrow.